Mr. Lara, you spoke to Mr. Betancourt?
Yes, I did.
Do you recall the date?
On the 23rd, the day after.
The day after. You contacted him.
He finally called me. I just walked out of the police department to file a report. He called, yelling at me.
What did he say?
Saying that there's no reason for us to be harassing his wife. She's very ill. She gets panic attacks where she falls down and she's immobilized for 30 minutes or so. Things we didn't know.
What did he say?
He said that flat out told me that we had no case. And I said, Joey, we do have a case against you. He said, well, we should have started talk man to man. And I just said...
What does that mean, you should have talked man to man?
I never said those words.
Well, tell me what you said.
What I said was I just was a little irate about how the conversation was going between them two. And he said, all I want to do is I just want to meet with you guys and go over exactly what happened. Well, that's great. Be adults, because we're all adults. Explain to me what happened. I'd love to meet with you. Well, I never once said, let's talk man to man. That's not my lingo. So that's kind of all that happened was that he just wanted to explain what's going on. So.
Well, good, but you weren't there.
At the park?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I was.
Oh.
Yes, I was at the park.
So I want you to tell me you were there with your wife and how many children?
3. We have 3.
How old are they?
2-year-old. Well, she's going to be 2. 8 and 10. Sorry.
Now, when your wife came up to the plaintiffs, where were you?
I was kind of still in the back.
In the back where?
Like running from the field going to that location. So, I kind of have a bad back, so running that way was going to be a problem. So.
What were you running from the field for?
To see what was going on. She started running with the baby.
Just a minute. So she's holding the baby and started to run.
Right.
And you were running after her.
Correct.
You didn't know why you were running after her?
All I seen was a big tussle going on over there, and I was just running to see what's going on with her because she just took off with my son, so. And she was running towards that. It's a big field.
How big?
Two football fields, probably. It's kind of long, yeah.
So you were 2 football fields away from where your wife started running to where the action was?
Correct.
When you finally got to where your wife and baby were, did you see the plaintiffs?
I did.
What was Mr. Lara doing?
He was standing there. I mean, he was holding a dog.
And where was your dog?
Nowhere to be found. Just kind of ran away.
Just a second.
Correct.
Your dog was nowhere. You have anything to say to me? You have anything to say to me?
Yes.
Just be careful what you say to me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I have some evidence of some of the voice messages that Michelle had.
I don't care. What your responsibility was to say I was not in control of my dog. I was not in control of my dog. My dog caused damage, whatever the damage is, because I was not in control of my dog. Just because the dog can be off leash doesn't mean you can't be in control of your dog. So you should have called her back immediately, because she's upset, just as you would be upset if her little dog ran up to your 2-year-old and bit your 2-year-old.
I understand.
You would be very upset if she didn't have control of her dog. And this little dog did damage to your 2-year-old. You would be upset. And if you call and you don't get a response because you're being blown off, because you see that it's going to cost you money, because you know that the dog was injured, and your stupid answer says, it wasn't my German Shepherd. What's your name?
Adam Lawson.
And you bring along this Fibber over here. You said, I have a witness that said my dog was with us all the time. That would be you. They brought you would belong to be the Fibber. Because your friend here says the dog was 2 football fields away. Do you understand? Don't let anybody make a fool out of you. I didn't want to make a fool out of you. Put your hand down. I didn't want to make a fool out of you. He made a fool out of you. Why would you let another adult make a fool out of you? In front of me?
Your Honor.
I eat you for breakfast.